The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
I think we haven't had rain for so long, people don't know what to do.
I know.
No, we don't know what to do.
And yesterday I saw that. I went to the shops, and then when I was walking across, I saw this really cute little, really tight curled dog.
It'll be an oodle of some sort.
Beautiful, anyway. And it was sitting in a car, and the car window was completely down, and the dog was just like...
That's a responsible thing to do in summer.
Yeah, in summer. Then I went into the shops, and I came back out, and it was pissing down. And the dog was on the other side of the car, hiding from the rain, which was going into the person's car.
I didn't think of that part, did they? No.
And like you can see there, and I walk a bit close, and you can see it was puddling on the seat, and I thought, oh, this person is going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, well, because no one expected it.
I'm prepared for the wet.
It hasn't rained
we
the
have
whole
been
time.
talking about the fact that it was going to be raining for like several days.
Yeah, but we don't believe it.
No.
We don't believe things in WA.
I had to get out on the roof because apparently some of our drains, gutters were a bit blocked from
So
the
what
trees
did you
next
do?
door.
Did you just get up on the roof and then yell at your neighbours to come up and join you on the roof to do the work?
Normally
or did you grab them on the way up?
I had this moment yesterday where I got home from work and I just went straight into beast mode, my version of beast mode, which is trying to put up a closed dryer.
Are you still trying
in
to
the
do
garage?
that?
So drilling holes and all this kind of stuff, and then
Now the garage has fallen down.
it hadn't rained then. I was thinking, oh, this is great. So then I get out the ladder. We own a ladder. Can you believe that?
You own a ladder?
And I got right up high, and then it just absolutely pelted down, and I was just getting
Wet.
I was getting another word. Another word I wanted to use started with P.
Drenched.
It's just taking out all this sludge out of the gutters. Anyway, it didn't get
sludge.
I think I did a pretty good job until Megan later on told me that I hadn't done a pretty good job, and at about 7 o'clock at night we needed to do it again.
Well,
so you went up and had to deal with the sludgy gutters?
No, I didn't get back up there, so that's on the cards today now.
It might be too late.
I thought I did a great job.
You've got children at home that could get up on the roof and do the sludgy gutters.
As if.
Yeah, as if you've met them, right? The last night, just after midnight, of course, was when, in our area at least, the massive storm hit, the thunder and lightning. It was so bad that even the cat freaked out, and she doesn't freak out about much. So I had for the entirety of that, I've got a tin roof, so very heavy rain, but also a dog right in my face, panicking and shaking. And there's nothing you can do. You can't make him feel better. You can't rationalise with him. He's just absolutely terrified for the entirety. And then it calmed down. He went back to sleep. And then it started up again. There were 2 lots of thunder last night. And then so this morning I woke up bit tired, but like, all right, let's face the day. No hot water. So the wild weather had blown out the pilot light on my hot water system. Tried to relight it, couldn't. So it was obviously soaking wet.
So you got like a wet wick.
It was, and so this morning I basically had to give myself a sponge bath. So
did you get some what?
The cold flannel, and it's like it's too early in the morning.
Did you just choose certain bits to wash, or did you do the whole thing?
No, well, I mean, just the important bits, Nathan.
the bits that talk on the radio, or the bits we're sitting on?
all of those.
All the bits. Oh, they're all important. They're all important to get clean.
So that's a grim start to the day.
This is the thing about WA. We don't see the wet lot often. We really don't.
Well, it's been a long time too.
It's been ages. And then you see, over the rest of Australia, the amount of flooding and stuff that they have had to deal with. And we've just been over here dry as a bone.
Yeah, we have.
Which brings us to this. We want to talk to you. Don't know if you know about it, but it's wet. It's raining. Who was ill-prepared?
What challenges did you face this morning?
Were you on the roof?
We on the roof.
WA, mate.
Hot water.
It's raining. We don't know what to do.
Did you leave the windows down?
I know. That car... There's electrics in cars. What happens when the interior of a car gets really...
if it's the back seat, I think that'd be right.
Are they all weatherproofed?
Yeah.
Are they? What, they're weatherproof to be underwater?
Yeah. Well, no, you're not getting electric.
Why am I asking you?
But the back seat's going to be all right.
I drive the car.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Sean. Go on, change the tyre on it. Hello, Miguel.
Good morning, Nathan, Nat and Shaun. How are we this morning?
Good, mate.
Miguel, what happened?
Well, can I just say first off, Nathan, this morning on my way to one of my jobs, I've pulled out in the middle of the street to put someone's bin in that's been laying on the road.
Good on you, Miguel. You champion.
This is a callback to earlier this morning when we said we just drove past branches and things and didn't stop.
There's so much on the road this morning.
Okay, did you do it? Did you get it off the road for safety, or did you do it because it was in your way?
Or did you do it because we said we wouldn't?
I just thought that I was going to have this opportunity to speak to you guys this morning, so I thought, I'll just go out and pull a couple of bits and then right now, as we're driving, I can see about 6 bins on the road.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm currently dodging because I can't get out of the car because it's
Yeah.
raining and pouring and blowing a gate.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
don't
it
care
is.
that much. Okay. All right. So,
But,
I mean, what
yeah,
happened?
no, look, this morning at about 3 o'clock, I got woken up to lightning and I've got an empty skip bin at the front of my house with no lids and all of a sudden it started hailing and it sounded like someone was banging the bongo drums at the front of my window.
So the good news is now you've got a swimming pool. So that's nice.
Hey, Miguel, when did you get your skip bin?
Look, I actually deliver and pick up skip bins. I do mobile skips.
Okay.
So I've got one at the front of my house that I'm currently renovating.
Okay,
redoing,
this is
painting,
perfect.
so-
Can I speak to you about skip bin etiquette? Because you should know it more than anybody. Is it okay to dump things in other people's skip bins? Or when is the time you
not.
can do that?
Definitely
Talk to me.
not.
What is it? Talk to me.
Yes. Well, look, the thing is that people spend quite a few $100s to pick up skip bins, right? And most skip bin companies have rules that you shouldn't be filling a skip bin over a certain height.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, our bins they have locks, so we can sort of govern that. But those open top skip bins. If they're above a certain height, the skip bin companies won't pick them up.
Yeah.
And
Well,
a
they
lot of
can't
people
pick 'em
like
up,
to.
yeah.
Well, that's right. But it's not just that. It's it's the road rules as well. That things must be at a certain height, must be restrained before you can drive off. But people tend to throw away mattresses in people's bins, and a lot of skip bin companies can't take mattresses and tyres, so they'll just leave it there and tell the owner to get rid of them
Deal with
themselves.
themselves. So you
you
put
can't-
somebody
you
else
can't.
out.
You can take stuff out, but you can't put stuff in.
Miguel, I spoke to one of our clients here at Nova. They've got a junk company that basically they come and they take your junk away. And they were telling me that there was a box that they had moved from someone's house, and it looked like a human-sized box. And then the person there said, "Do not open it. Do not open it." And they said, "All right, no worries." So as soon as they get in the truck, they drive down the road and they opened up, and it was a full-blown live lady
Sexy
doll.
time doll.
Really? Oh, you had to open it, didn't
Like,
you?
and
You
they
had
were like,
to.
"Oh my god, this is full-time lady doll." What's the best thing you found in a skip, or the most shocking
Well,
thing? Anything?
The most shocking thing I've seen in the skip bin, and I tell a word of no lie, is I went to a deceased house, and I'm thinking it's going to be furniture, stuff out of the fridge, this, that, and the other. It was 600 kilos worth of pornography.
How do you weigh that?
Normally you don't measure it in
Sure, you
weight.
weigh it traditionally on the
You know what
scale.
I mean? 600
It's a-
kilos.
That's more
It
than...
was about 3 cubic square meters worth of DVDs, VHSs, magazines, scripts.
How many kilos did you take to your house?
resale
I don't know what
value.
you're talking about.
Thanks,
a bargain.
Miguel. Thanks for the insights. Tanisha's in Mundaring. Hi, Tanisha.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Tanisha.
Were you ill prepared for the sort of weather we've had in the last 24 hours?
Yes, but no. So we've got an undercover patio that's filled with water for our pool.
Yeah.
That's overflowed, and we've got wood undercover for our fire inside.
Oh.
And that has got flooded and absolutely saturated because being in the hills, we get like 6 degrees in the mornings and at night.
Yeah.
And now we've got no firewood. It's absolutely drenched.
So you just got
Oh,
wet
yeah.
wood, Sean.
Yeah, wet wood's
Wet
not
wood's
good.
no good. And it's
That's not
like
good.
in Kalamunda right now, it's only 8 degrees, so it's cold even
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
It's bad. Mum's
Tanisha.
not impressed at all.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, the flooding pool.
If anyone's got any dry wood in the area, Sean,
Definitely. Do
Yeah.
yourself a
Tanisha's
favour. I need to
in-
get up the hill and help him out.
Oh, because
But
you're
I'm
a
busy.
hero.
yours is just kindling, Sean.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
It's one-on-one. Sidestep, busted through. That's a big goal. It's the final siren.
Nathan and Sean love a long weekend and the footy. Celebrate WA Day at the Waffle with 2 massive derbies on Monday, June 3rd. Kids go free. Tickets at waffle.com.au.
Here we go with a round of final siren. We got money up for grabs, 4 rounds, $250 each. 2 people going head to head.
Yeah, they're going to be Roz and Rita. We'll start with you. Good morning to you, Roz.
Hey, how are you?
Fantastic, Roz. It's all up to you, mate. $250 available in
No
each
pressure.
quarter. I know, it's a lot of pressure, actually. Your whole family's going to be disappointed if you fail. You're going against Rita. Hi, Rita.
Hi, how you going?
Good, Rita.
How about Roz thinking
Yeah.
she's going to win?
Pretty
What's that
arrogant,
about?
hey?
She might.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to ask you questions, but you'll be taking turns answering, okay? Your job is to be the last person to correctly answer a question in full before the siren sounds, and we don't know when the siren's going to go off, okay?
Yeah. No problem.
All right, 4 rounds.
Yep.
Roz, you're going to be going first in round 1.
Take it away, Nat.
Okay.
All right, remember, we don't know when
Yeah.
this siren finishes.
That's right.
Because
So-
of Amy and Harry's secrets. But let's start with quarter number 1.
Roz, what does the C stand for in KFC?
Chicken.
Correct. Rita, what is the opposite of cheap?
Expensive.
Yes. Roz, which famous wall is visible from space?
Oh, Wall of China. Great Wall of China.
Correct. Rita. Roz takes it out. $250 in your skyrocket, Roz. To start off with,
that's
strong
awesome.
start. I know,
Yeah, I
keep
know.
going though. We've got more.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Why not
Rita.
just take it?
No, you got to stick around for the rest of the match because there's more money up for grabs.
Yes, we've come to the second quarter, everybody. Another $250 up for grabs, and we do not know how long this round is going to go for.
And Rita, you're going to be going first in round 2.
Here is your first question. The time starts now. What do you fry, poach, and scramble?
Rita.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Fry, poach, and scramble.
Eggs.
Correct.
Correct. Over to you, Roz. How many dwarves did Snow White hang out with?
7.
That's correct. Over to you, Rita. What are the 2 holes in your nose called?
Nostrils.
Correct. In what sport can you get a hole in one, Roz?
Golf.
Correct. When referring to the...
Roz has done it again.
Oh, no.
I know. $250.
Hey, we're only halfway there,
I know.
Bon Jovi said.
Roz has already got $500.
Yeah.
Rita, time to come good. Third quarter time. Roz, you're going first.
All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Let's start the quarter now. Roz, we're referring to the sandwich. What does BLT stand for?
Bacon.
And
Oh, lettuce, tomato.
Yes, correct. Rita, if you have $20, buy something worth $5, how much money do you have? Oh! Are you kidding me?
I'm not getting a break today.
How many seconds was that?
12.
12.
Grow up, Harry.
12.
Roz,
Grow up.
you've got another $250, Roz. Can she clean sweep it?
Wow.
Ooh.
Very much.
Okay, time for the fourth quarter. Rita, you're going to be going first.
Let's
Okay.
start the
Sorry.
quarter
Come on, Rita.
now.
Rita, in the nursery rhyme Jack and Jill, what do they fetch?
Water.
Roz, what colour are the stars on the Australian flag?
White.
We've heard it again.
Was that Roz again?
Yeah, that's a clean sweep, my friend.
Rita. So Roz scores $1,000 cash. Thanks to the West
thanks so
Australian Football Commission. That's all yours, Roz. Rita.
Harry, tell him I'll buy him a coffee.
Rita, you get nothing, but you and Roz are both in the running for Nova's 10K day in May. So maybe this afternoon you're going to win $10,000. So there's a sweetener.
Maybe highly unlikely.
Yeah, maybe highly unlikely.
You're in
Unless, Roz, you want to slip her some cash.
No.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nothing made us prouder as Western Australians than when we discovered that the champion of the double Gloucester cheese rolling race in the UK turned out to be a local lad named Dylan Twiss. Earlier this morning, we got the opportunity to catch up with him. Have a listen.
Hello.
Oh, Dylan, firstly, round of applause.
What a
The pride of Western Australia.
Perth
No.
has never been prouder, Dylan. About time.
Glad to do my city proud.
Well, Dill, you went over to the UK to be able to take this up after telling your mates you're going to be a world champion in this.
That's right, yeah. That was slightly tongue-in-cheek, but yeah, apparently it was prophecy.
Okay, I've got a question, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, cheese rolling. I didn't realise, Dylan, how dangerous it was.
That's a steep hill.
It is basically a people avalanche, just roll, and you've got to just make your body go limp and stuff. So knowing that you're going from Australia over to the UK to chase cheese down a hill, what happens with travel insurance? Because you are possibly going over there knowing that you're going to get injured. Does the travel insurance cover cheese rolling?
Well, thankfully that wasn't the only intention. I'm here working for a year, so
Okay, great.
they didn't have to know about that.
Because you got injured, didn't you?
I injured myself slightly, just a flesh wound. Thankfully, managed to get some stitches, so that should be all good pretty soon.
Oh, no problem.
How
Put it
good
on
is
the
that?
line.
How good is that scar?
Yeah, it's a
How'd you
great
get
story.
that scar? I got it from chasing cheese down a hill.
It's amazing.
That's right. I have to pay my dues.
Dylan, I mean, the obvious thing, there's the glory associated with this, and we know that you've spent the last 24 hours doing so many interviews, but you also win the cheese, right? A 3-kilo double Gloucester cheese. What are you gonna do with it?
I'm still deciding that. I think I will have to eat it at some stage, but I'm looking to do it in a time and place and with people that has, I think, adequate reverence and silliness to fit the event.
Okay.
So what
Feeling a
about
fondue night.
Yeah.
I think your church group would love you to be able to share it with them. Are you allowed to travel back to Australia with 3 kilos of cheese?
Oh,
What's
I
the deal with
know.
customs?
I wish I could. Besides the customs issues, that is 3 kilos of packing. I don't know if I have that space either.
I suppose-
I'd love to share it with those guys.
You could book an extra seat for it, like they do when they win a big trophy. You know,
That'd be
I
amazing.
suppose the only way really to eat it, I would think, is when you go to those fancy Italian restaurants, they cut
Yes.
the top of it and then they dip the pasta in there and make
But
it into
that's
the
a
sauce.
specific sort of
That's
cheese.
just which cheese did you get?
Yeah, is it a melty cheese or is it a slice it up and put it on a cracker cheese? Do you know, Dylan?
I don't know yet. I'm not a cheese expert.
Dylan has no
Well,
other.
you are now.
Have none of the media asked you some specific cheese questions yet?
No, that's a new one, which I appreciate. Need to do my homework.
Hey, Dylan, I wanted to ask you about, is there a cost associated with registering to be in the event? And secondly, how do you get to the front to be able to hurl yourself down the hill?
Oh, like pole position, you mean? Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, it's brilliantly organic. It's been done for so long that everyone kind of knows what to do. But yeah, there's no registering. It's just get to the top.
Yep.
Find a spot, try and get in as one of the 25 people to go. So thankfully I got in fairly early and was paying attention to what all the wardens were telling us to do. So I just missed the first one, which put me in prime position to get into the next one.
The amazing thing about this is that all the authorities warn against doing it. So all the local authorities, the police warn against it. Were you at all concerned?
I'd only seen about 30 seconds of footage of it, so I wasn't that concerned.
I see you did your research.
and I decided that I know my capabilities, and I decided I knew where the line of safe was. So I was playing it like that. I promised Mum that I wouldn't break my neck. So
well done.
Well, there's no guarantees in that one, I would have thought.
I hear the hint is going limp. Is it?
Yeah, it's just going with it. Don't fight the hill.
Don't fight the hill.
Yeah, we've all run down those sand dunes those times and you get out of control.
But you never just let your body go.
And there's also other bodies careering around you is the other thing.
Yeah.
Has anyone actually broken their neck from this?
They would surely.
There's been people being unconscious, they've said. Sorry, Dylan.
Yeah, there's been unconsciousness. There's been dislocations, breakages. I don't know anything that severe.
That's amazing that no one has broken their neck after watching it.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
no,
right.
that is crazy.
Unless I'm just underestimating necks. They must
Strong
be
necks.
stronger than I
Strong
thought.
necks. Hey, Dylan, when you're up on the top of the...
Maybe you've been too timid.
Yeah, eating all that cheese has made their bones strong.
Dylan, when you're up at the top of the course, are you picking a racing line?
Vaguely, but then, yeah, the hill does what it wants.
Yeah.
So, once I started bouncing and spinning, I was just, going wherever gravity took me.
What a moment.
How is life over in the UK anyway?
It's lovely. I love the place here. My grandparents are from here, so it's good to kind of touch back to those roots.
And when are you coming back to Perth?
Yeah, hopefully at the end of this year.
We'll get the ticker tape parade organised, okay?
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Well, I just think it is a wonderful thing to happen over in the UK.
Yes.
But now that we've got the champion here in Perth, what would stop you from hosting your own cheese rolling event that people could take?
Probably the lack of hills.
No, what are you talking about? We've got hills. I mean, most of them are covered in bitumen. But
You're from
They're rather
Kalamunda,
rocky.
Dylan.
I am from there, which is why I wouldn't recommend them as a place.
Maybe tree branches through the body.
Maybe, we just do a really safe version where it's just a gentle incline.
Nah, stuff it. Everything in Australia is dangerous. When you come to do ours, you will break your neck.
Yeah, and we'll throw snakes at you.
Hey, Dylan, now that you're a champion, you've got anything else on the horizon that you might have a crack at?
Yeah, what do you aim for?
Oh, I don't know. Something might pop up. Apparently, over the last few years, this sort of silliness has kind of happened to me a few times. So I'm just keeping my eyes out and just getting on with it. Really.
Wow,
Crackers,
so much
maybe.
glory.
It would have to be to do with crackers, Sean. It'd be like the great Jats Marathon of 2005.
That's right.
Which would be great.
That would be wonderful.
Yes, wouldn't it? Well, congratulations,
Oh, well
Dylan.
done,
You are
Dylan.
the pride of Western
Yeah, thank you.
Australia.
We're actually really proud of you. Well done, buddy.
Yes, it's so good.
Thank you.
And whatever you
Good to
do
be
with
part
that
of something
cheese,
bigger.
we hope you enjoy eating it when you finally get around to it. Well done.
Yeah, let us know how you go if Nike and Adidas and that start knocking on your door, mate. All the big sponsorships come your
Or
way.
Kraft.
Or Kraft.
Thanks, Dill.
Bye, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.